pencils. If you don't have one, make a fast trip back or grab one off the basket on the table, please. Oops. My moving board. Hey, come on up. It's just the 5 of us. We can be close friends. Nobody bites. We can leave it up years ago.
You mean 6?
Well, 6, yes. Okay. We are going to talk a little bit about getting rid of the I in our stories. Because Ralph the reader, when he reads he falls asleep. This is my autobiography. I went to college. I became a teacher. I got married in 1991. I married Tom DeLonge. I have 2 kids. Snoozer. Really doesn't want to keep that reader reading anymore. So I tried to find an autobiography. Do you have a question?
I only have 3
I know, but 3 in a row. You're a great writer. You're a fantastic reader. So you, Blake, are going to jazz it up. You are going to get that fish lured into your worm to eat it. The reader wants to read that writing of yours. Because really, if we're writing it, don't we want somebody to read it? Or write it otherwise. So I found a book. It was hard to find an autobiography that's at your level. So would you flip to the 3rd page of this, please? I believe it looks like this. This is an autobiography that the person wrote by changing their sentence beginnings to really keep the reader interested. Take a look at it. The lucky person sent it back and said, no, thank you. This is a person who's writing a book and trying to get it published. Now, the author could have said, I wrote a book and got it sent back to me. How did they begin the sentence instead, Joshua?
They put a transition word in.
What did they begin it with? The lucky people. Underline that, would you please? Oops. The lucky people. Didn't say I. The lucky people. Let's look at the next sentence then. Joey, just read that one.
Yeah, that's called a rejection.
Okay, instead of the writer saying, I got rejected, that sentence begins with that. So the sentence in front began with the next sentence began with that. Now read the next sentence, Lake.
I decided I'd never write again.
Okay, so now they threw in that I. I decided I'd never write again. Underline. I got a the, that, and an I. Next sentence, Claire. What does the next one say? Ooh, until the next day. A little transition in there too, right? That sentence began with until. So our sentences in this autobiography, each one is beginning differently. Does it keep it a little bit more exciting to read it?
Kind of.
Okay, that's so kind of. It does. It is a simple story. I know that. So why don't you guys help me with my story for a minute? We can all work on this. Instead of saying, I went to college, I became a teacher, I got married, I have 2 kids. We'll start it with just the sentence. We're going to jazz it up and hook our reader into my story. I'll start with, I went to college. Put the person right next to you, pair it up. How can I change my next sentence so it doesn't say I became a teacher, but it still has that same message? Talk about it for a second.
I wanted to become a teacher. Yeah. I wanted. It's still an
college, I became
After
I got out of 20 years, I became
After I went to school, I became a teacher. That could be one.
Anybody have some great ideas with your group? I heard a couple of them. What'd you guys come up with?
after the 20 years of school,
Okay, go ahead.
I became a teacher at Hudson Prairie.
After the 20 years of school, I became a teacher at Hudson Prairie. You know, like, I really like how you came up with the after because you've got that transition going in there too. So you began with the phrase. Joey, did you hear anything different or did you have a different idea? That's one idea, instead of replacing this sentence.
Say, like, after I went to college at whatever the university was.
Oh, I should add the specific place. Good idea.
I became be a teacher at a school in Alaska and the other schools.
Adding more details too. I became a teacher in Illinois, in Alaska, in California. You're right. I could be more specific instead of just saying I became a teacher.
So after I went to college, I became a teacher.
So you had the same idea
Yeah.
in there. Joshua, anything different?
That's the same.
Okay. I'm going to give you a little extra idea. You guys are great readers. You can sometimes start a sentence with a verb. Where's my verb in there, since we've been talking about verbs?
Became.
Became. Now, I might have to change the form, but I could still write my sentence with the verb instead. Watch. I might have to, if I just say, became a teacher, would that be a sentence? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to add to it. Becoming a teacher was, how would you finish that?
Fun.
A lot of work. Was fun. Was fun. Was, oops, my goal, my hope, my dream. I took the verb and put it in front and added a few more key words. Would it become, then I'm changing my beginnings, isn't it? Okay, I could also do that with these. You guys, great readers, pop into one of your books if you need to and see how your authors have changed their sentences. You can do it too instead of becoming I. Grab one of your sheets, any one of your autobiography sheets.
Miss Dawn, I already like changed all.
Did you kind of share one or two?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you comfortable with that?
I have to.
I have your permission to share?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's Joshua's. I was born on January 13, 2003. When I was born in super hot Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, he added the adjective, so super hot.
Yeah.
You have born in there twice, but you started that sentence with when. I like it. His next sentence is my full name. Instead of saying I am called Joshua, you wrote my full name is Joshua. We used to live in Phoenix, Arizona. In my family. Has anybody else done a couple of changes since you were over there? Can I share it? Oh. Lake had, before I was born, November 21, 2002, he switched it and put in 2002. I was born on November 21st. Great. Took the end, made the beginning. Have you changed one of yours already? Nope. Okay.
I kind of did, but not entirely.
So here's an idea I'm having, since I'm listening. You guys have changed, you haven't changed. Partner up, see if your partner can help you change a beginning or two of one of your sentences. Go for it.
You can use my clipboard because we're going to be writing on yours.
Like some of my pages I'm done, but some aren't.
Let's go to the one that's not done.
So first you have
So you have been popping in here a little bit. When
and
I
then you
grow
have an
up,
I.
the college I would like to go to.
So I think that
I would like to go to college.
is
The college I would like to
good.
go to. That is good. You have one
And
back
then-
into here.
first you have
I can see the erasing.
Hudson,
marks.
and then you have the
So it says that I have played
mine,
2 years. You wrote, so far I have
and then
played 2
the.
years.
So you have the.
In